And welcome. Today we are going to be doing an Edie Sedgwick makeup tutorial, and if you don't know who Edie was like the it girl of 1965. She was an actress and one of Andy Warhol's superstars slash muses, and today we still remember her for her amazing work, and she's just like an absolute fashion icon, and she's got some amazing makeup looks. So today we are going to try to recreate that. Alright, so Edie doesn't do too much like face-wise, it seems like. It's pretty much just kept like how a lot of 60s looks are, which is just a clean face and huge eyes. So we're just going to jump in on the eye makeup really quick. First, I'm just going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Paints. The color is Jet Set Blonde, but I'm going to use this white one first. And I'm just going to put down a little bit first to kind of make a base. Because you can see that first one didn't really do too much. So we're just going to keep building it up, you know, until we get it to the right shade that I'm looking for. Okay, that's pretty good about where I want it. I just want it to be like more light and shiny. So now, to kind of like make that even more pale, but also to make it so that the dark doesn't stick onto the cream eyeshadow when I do my crease, I'm going to use this white eyeshadow right here, and it's just like Maybelline. So you can use whatever one you want. I'm using my finger and I just like rubbed it totally in this white shadow. And now we're just gonna pat it on. Ta-da! Makes it stand out a little bit more. And it's okay to get like a little bit in the crease too. Okay, next I'm going to be using this fluffier side of this brush, which is this one that I use all the time. Fluffy end, little end. So I'm going to use the fluffy end, and we're going to use some gray eyeshadow. This one's just from Bare Minerals, but any old gray will do. Get a good amount down there, and then we're just going to put it in the crease, you know? Typical 60s move. There's nothing too crazy there, nothing too new. So if anything, you want to be putting it a little bit above your crease, not underneath, because we're not trying to make the eyelid look smaller by doing this, we're trying to make it look bigger. Now I'm going to be taking this littler end that I showed you earlier, same brush, little end, and I'm going to put the same gray on, but this time I'm going to be bringing it down into the very corner of my eye. And now you can see that I kind of cut it off short here. That's because I wanted to use this end as well. Any of like the end parts, try to use a smaller brush or just make a smaller line than you did, just so it doesn't like end at a super big like blocky end. You want to just slowly like taper it off. Okay, so now I have got the gray done on both eyes. As you can see, this is kind of resembling like Twiggy's makeup a little bit, but the difference that I think there is with like Twiggy's makeup versus Edie's is that Edie's is a little bit more avant-garde, I guess you could say, and it's like smokier and just bigger and a little more like extravagant looking. Less everyday, I guess, if you would say that Twiggy's makeup is everyday, which I think it is, so it's all just like a matter of opinion, but if I was going to try to compare the two, that's how I would do it. So yeah. Next, now that we're finished with the gray eyeshadow, we are going to use just a black eyeshadow, which I'm just using the one from my Tarte palette here. And I'm going to take this little brush, which anyone with just like a small, thin fine end will do, and we're going to make like a fine line in the gray that we just did with the black, and then we're going to smoke it out a little bit, but first we'll just start by making the line. I always raise my eyebrows when I do my crease too, because I don't know, I feel like I can get in better and not like touch my lid. Oh yeah, I totally tried to vlog the LA trip, but the vlogging did not go so well. I got some clips and tried. I gave it, you know, the old college try, but I would not say that it's a successful vlog by any means. Like, if I watched the videos, I probably would be like, what? It's just like random parts of my trip that I actually captured. But I might just like make a little montage kind of a thing and post that too. We'll see. Maybe I'll just keep it just to keep it. But, you know, it was an attempt, a solid try. I won't give up, but I wouldn't call that successful. But it was more of like a work trip than anything. I felt like I was working a lot of the time. But, you know, it was still really fun. The best work that I could ask to be doing. Alright, so I've got the black liner on both eyes as well now. We're just going to use that same brush from before with the little end, and I'm going to go over the black like directly just to fan it out a little bit, but not too much. I'm extra careful on the ends over here just because I don't want to ruin like the fine tip of it all. So I just kind of like barely touch it. Okay, so I'm just looking at the picture of Edie now, and I see that her black liner actually goes all the way down. So I'm just going to, or her black crease, excuse me, goes all the way down. So we're just going to bring that all the way down to the inner corner of our eye, like she does. Okay, so I just brought it down into my inner corners, and now let's move on to what she does underneath, which we're going to add a little bit of that white eyeshadow again. Okay, so I just kind of added it along to the bottom, brightens things up a little more. If you have like a white eyeliner pencil, I would go along the inner corner of your eye too. I don't have one and it's not really that big of a deal, but I mean that would just add like an extra little pop of effort that you put in there. But for now, you know, you can just skip that, that's fine. And then I'm going to take this same brush that I was using for the black crease, and I'm going to put a little bit on. So I'm going to just kind of like wing it out here like she does a little bit, and then she more traces like her lash line. So we're just going to do it like the picture has. Alright, I feel like we're actually getting somewhere with this makeup a little bit more now. So I'm just going to do some eyeliner, which she just did like big, thick black cat eye. So you kind of know how to do that. I'm just going to be using the same old Tarte eyeliner like I normally do, and this little itty bitty brush, which I also kind of use just to go over this and make it again like a really nice and sharp dark line. I think the only thing to remember when you do this little like flick in the inner corner is to not bring it down so far, because I did and I just had to like wipe it off with my shirt a little bit, but you know, it looks fine now. So just remember that when you're doing like the bottom lash line eyeshadow. Let's just do this eyeliner now. And you're going to want to bring this eyeliner all the way down into the inner corner, similar to like what you did with the eyeshadow for the crease. Alright, so the eyeliner is done, as you can see. Now, she kind of does like Twiggy eyelashes a little bit on the bottom, but not quite. Like, they're similar, but you know. So we're going to use this same brush that we used our eyeliner with black eyeshadow, because it's not quite as like bold as Twiggy is. So I think that like black eyeshadow is better for this look. And I really only see them like on the outer edge, so I'm just going to draw like 3 on each outer edge. And I kind of already have one from when I was doing like the bottom lash line business before, and we did a little wing on the end. So I'm going to count that as an eyelash for this. Alright, so that's good. Now we are going to just put on some mascara, and I just have this Lash Paradise one. I don't really think that matters too much because we're going to be putting on some eyelashes anyways. So just go ahead and put mascara on the top and bottom per usual. Alright, so I just put a little bit of mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and now we're just going to stick on some fake eyelashes. So I just get mine from Kiss, and I think that I get like the, I don't know, like Flirty or something they're called. Alright, so the eyelashes are just finishing gluing down, so we're going to start doing the eyebrows now. Edie kept her eyebrows, or did her eyebrows, really big and dramatic, and I kind of love that. So sometimes I just do like Edie's eyebrows and incorporate it into my everyday style, because I think that they look really cool and just kind of add like this really bold feature when she keeps like a really like feminine, dolled up kind of a face and demeanor, I guess. So I'm just using that same brush that I used for my eyeliner because I'm an animal, and I'm using this dark brown, which is in here. I'm using this one. It is called Smoked. So I just kind of started, and I'm doing like light strokes up like hair, and just kind of in like the direction that hair would normally go. And she brings her eyebrows down like towards her nose, so I'm just gonna kind of make like a little mark where I want to bring my brows down to, and I'm just kind of filling it in a little bit with this dark shadow. And I'm not worried too much about like filling in where my hairs actually are. I'm just gonna do a little bit of touch-ups in there. But yeah, she did do like a very like arch and then down. Which I love how she like makes it longer over here. I think that that looks really cool. So okay, so they look pretty even. So she also has like a beauty mark up here around. I think it's actually on this side of her face. Just so you can see what I'm like referencing here. And yeah, let's go ahead and just draw that on. Okay, I just used a mix of the dark brown and black for the beauty mark that she has. Now we're just gonna go back to the eyebrows and kind of make the hair stand out a little bit more. So I'm gonna use some mascara. And if you have brown, that's actually like ideal for this. But her eyebrows were dark anyways, so it's not like using black hurts. And on my everyday, when I do Edie eyebrows, or like inspired by Edie eyebrows, I just use mascara. Okay, I'm trying to think what next. I need a little bit of blush. She didn't really do too much, but I feel like just to finish any look, you should use a little bit of blush. And this is just another lipstick that I'm using. And now we're going to take this brush and really blend it in. Now, the only thing left we have to do for makeup at least is lips, which I'm not a fan of, but we're trying to replicate the look. We'll do it. So we just need some pale lipstick, which I have. And actually I've got two here because I think that I'm going to kind of layer them. And I'm going to put the matte one down first. This one is shade Baby Doll, and it's these mixed lingerie things, but to be honest I don't like them at all because I don't really like any matte lipstick at all. I don't like lipstick at all, period, but especially these, just because it makes your lips so dry. I feel like I constantly need chapstick anyways, so to add something that just, I don't know, dries me out even more, it doesn't work for me. I kind of made them a little bit more pale. Now we'll put on this kind. And Edie's got not so much of a cupid's bow here, so I'm kind of just like going over trying to not accentuate the little bit of a cupid's bow that I have. Okay, so the makeup is done. So here's the makeup finished. Now I'm going to put on my earrings and my wig. Yes, because I've got a wig that resembles Edie's hair. I got it because sometimes I really want a pixie haircut, but I also love my hair, and I usually regret getting a haircut when I do, like after a couple hours, so I just bought a wig instead. I got this from Amazon. I think it was like $9. I'll put the link in the description below too if I can find it on Amazon again. But the picture on Amazon looks really scary. Let me just say that. It is not. I had to do a little bit of work with it. I had to kind of like unstyle it the way that it was, which it didn't really come styled how it was in the picture, but you still kind of have to like mess around with the part and just get it to like lay right on your head, maybe trim up the bangs a little bit. But anyways, I'm gonna put that on and I'll be right back. gonna pop in these earrings, which are actually modeled after a pair that Edie wore, and they're by Steve Sasko. I think that you guys have maybe seen them before in a video. If not these, another one, I'm sure. But yeah, she wears these with this bikini on, and I'm also wearing an Edie inspired outfit, so I'll show you guys that in a second. But yeah, I feel like the overall look is pretty good. I like the makeup a lot. The hair just kind of adds like that finishing touch, which is unnecessary of course, but you know, if you're just like really trying to go for it, you might as well, because it was like 10 bucks and it's kind of fun just to have a wig and wear one around sometimes. But yeah, let's just get a little close-up here of this whole thing we got going. Alright, so here's the eye makeup. Alright, so here is the Edie outfit too. She just wears like a lot of striped turtlenecky kind of shirts, very beatnik style. So I just popped on this one. I think I got it from Target, and then I'm just wearing some tights like she wore a lot of times with some spandex underneath, so they're not like see-through in the areas that shouldn't be see-through. Alright, and here with the coat is the finished look. We got the big coat, striped jacket, we got some giant earrings modeled exactly after some ones that Edie wore herself. We got the hair, the eyes, the beauty mark. That's it. We're pretty much Edie Sedgwick down, so yeah. Alright, so I think that that's actually it for this video. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching the whole thing if you did. And if you didn't, I know who you are and I know where you live. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching again, and peace out.